Howdy, and welcome back to Disco Elysium with Wickedstorm Gaming. We're looking around, apparently. It's in the south.
The raised motorway,
Yay.
881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox.
Pox?
Was
That
once a
doesn't sound good.
park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since.
Haunted
The
baby.
Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells. The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there, in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning.
What the fuck? That where the dead guy got his kebab?
Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritzian
library. We
restaurant
need to go there.
that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemlyaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers. A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind.
That did not answer my question.
More Coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly. Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secret of sand and
Someone
wind.
stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it, but who knows?
Ooh.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up?
Yeah. I feel like we're zoomed in more than usual. Like just because we were zoomed out for so long. That. Okay, we gotta go around for that apparently. Oh, there we go. Oh, that shit looked a little too close. A little bit too close. There's another body, isn't it? Oh. Okay, it's just me, apparently. Then I see more shit down here to interact with. There's money there. I forgot about that money. Go get the money! Run, Kim, run! There's cash to be had. Who the fuck is that? There's people here. Hey, I think that's the dude. I'm just gonna let this keep running. Just see all the places we can go on the way. It's a long run. It's a really long run. Cash achieved. And a box. It probably has money in it too. We'll start working our way back around. What the fuck is that? Ultimate peak focus. Eyes on the road. Small radar finder in the future. People. It's a hat. Okay. Gives it aerodynamic shape and shoots gears, helmet. Cover the wearer's ears and eyebrows down to drag coefficient. What does my hat give me? Encyclopedia. +2 logic. -1 perception, though. Only barred shut, but it is inaccessible. Okay. Couple of bottles, that's nice. Check this out. Tape with no longer operation. There's a car down there. The hell is this? Pallets. Money! I can dock to the wall.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Okay. No one would pay here. Park here. Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Son definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Unable to piece together the big picture just now, there's a hole in their hypothesis. The scattering of bullet holes.
Fine. What the hell just jumped into my inventory? I don't know. Work our way around. Ancient painted pillar. Okay, wait a minute. Go, run. Trying to breeze my bullet over. I'll rob it in that case. Can I get behind it? No. Okay, back up this way. What is this? Okay. No boat in the boathouse today. There's loot to be had, though. Yes, more money. We almost got enough for 2 days in the room. I think these are the guys that we were sent here looking for. Carefully constructed. I'll just walk right over them then, shall I?
Here we go. Nice and easy.
Yeah, that's him.
No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Hello.
Is that the police?
Who the fuck are you?
Why are the
Why do you have a
police
halo?
here?
Crypto-fascist. That's a thing?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Yes.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Let's not tell him we broke it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
True, Gary.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, you apparently fascist.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Okie dokie.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
Come loose in the wood. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find.
You don't
Which
say.
is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, It disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
What the hell is this? Probably a sign. Oh, what sort of specialized
It's my
techniques?
hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
It's a hell of an
But I
evolution.
cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodeozoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Like, in length or thickness? Because, like, stick bugs get pretty fucking big, not gonna lie. They don't get very fat. They're very, very skinny. Very long,
Seems
though.
puny, to be honest.
Icky purdy. Where is this stick bug? Doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids, yeah.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Would be glory itself.
Very little,
Damn.
I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
No second hand?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Fair.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I think that's the thing with cryptids. There's no proof of its existence, so you don't know if it's real. But you also don't know that it's not real. Like, you can't prove Bigfoot doesn't exist. It's very hard to prove something doesn't exist. It's easy to prove it does. It's very hard to prove it doesn't. Because the lack of something doesn't mean that there isn't something.
I know it's real.
That's what makes a lot of conspiracies a pain in the ass. Because they rely on that very heavily.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
I find it hard to believe like that. There's this giant stick bug, and nobody's just grabbed the fucking thing. Like, a lot of people have seen it. No one's just grabbed the fucker. Humans are very grabby, and insect bugs do not move quickly normally.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically.
It'd be really cool if one of these reeds just, like, fucked off while we were talking.
It's the first credible sighting in several decades.
Ooh.
Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
And that would be? Yeah, what?
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce.
Oh, that. Right.
Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
Atrocity, a crime against passion. This arouses no special feelings within me. Yeah, basically.
And it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist, my interest is strictly dispassionate.
I don't know if that's sad or admirable. Honestly. Ooh, tell me about these traps.
They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly. so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
I mean, far as net traps go, seem pretty standard to me. Again, though, if it's a stick bug, like, and it's disguised as a reed, it would be as thick as a reed. I feel like it could just go through the net. Like, you should have, like, plastic or glass, metal side, something, you know?
Yes.
Just to keep it from slipping out. But maybe its legs aren't. No, if its legs should be able to lay against it. That fucking just moved and spooked me.
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out.
It disguises itself as reeds, so again, it should be about as long as one, you would think, maybe? Like, possibly? Seems a bit short. But who am I to argue? They're very clever traps, he says.
At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
Fair, I guess?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
And you base this on?
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. Plants didn't work. Try bugs.
Yes. What?
But what if they're like scavengers? What if they feed on dead flesh, like birds or like fish washed up on shore or something? I don't know.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps.
Well, at least I can tell her you're safe. You got a jacket at least?
My wife understands
Staying warm,
that
are you?
just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
I don't know what a crypto-fascist is.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
I mean, set the traps up, go back to Lena, have a day or so in warmth, and then come back out and check them. It's how
Come
traps
on,
work. You
she
don't
wants
sit there
us
and watch
back.
the fucking things.
I'm soaked up to my nuts over here.
Well, stop
We'll
fucking
both catch
squatting in the
reed crabs
snow.
If we don't dry out soon.
The hell are reed crabs? Do I want? I don't want to know what reed crabs are. I didn't know the plasma was so important to.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers. Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Yeah, okay. What is this black square up here? Oh, it's the main menu.
Needless to say, you must ask
I thought it was like a
about the
billboard
mysterious
just off
phasmid.
screen.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together.
Another
I
cough.
can't abandon course now.
Okay, maybe you could go back to the world, warm up, and come back and check the traps later. That basically. I don't think it's very unlikely for any trap to work while you're staring at it. Like, your presence itself probably scares off whatever you're trying to catch. You should give up on this big hunt. Whoa, we got a light all of a sudden. Okay, I understand. Don't give up. Yeah.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
Then you'd have a physical specimen. Still.
He's dead set on this.
Also, what kind of fucking creature... I mean, there's food in there. What kind of creature would starve in a couple hours? What if we... I don't want to check the crypto.
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
That's fair.
He
That's
seems
fair.
reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition.
I
Everyone
don't know about
does.
superstition. Vain hope, maybe? I don't know. Don't lie, it's a profession. Like any other, honestly, because of Trump's most of the garbage I've seen people do. Does seem a lot like wishful thinking. It's a bit of wishful thinking.
Indeed. My
I don't know how you get
methods do
paid
not
for it,
differ
though.
from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
It's a fun hobby. I don't know how you made it a profession, though.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
And anything truly surprising ever happened?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid. Although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Okay.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
Yeah, the mud would be a lot less miserable if it wasn't winter.
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind. No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
I mean, that's fair, honestly. As soon as you actually discover it, it stops being a cryptid and it's just an animal. Like, if they actually caught and found a chupacabra and figured out shit's real, like, it'd stop being a cryptid. It'd be like, oh, yeah, there's this fucking weird dog that sucks goat blood over there. I don't know.
Of the list of cryptids kept by the
Zero, because as soon as they're found, they're not cryptids.
Chemney, which is 4,082 items long. About 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection. Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate,
Oh.
and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere.
See, like I said, you just figure out what it actually is, it just turns into an animal. It's not a cryptid anymore. Get just a salamander in a zoo now.
We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
That's fair. I don't know how you turn it into a profession, but like as a hobby, it's fucking good on you, man. Anyway, for now, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want, share it if you can, and do what you want. Check out the Patreon if you want to support our channel, and I'll see you next time. Have fun. I mean, I guess he could get a show on. Well, they don't have TV in this, do they? So he can't get on like the Discovery Channel. Like, oh, Bigfoot hunters.